welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome everyone. Again, my name is Cecille Fitzpatrick and I'm so excited for today's video. We're gonna be cooking a simple recipe and quick and easy as well, and it's gonna be called beef steak. Okay, so in the Philippines it's called bistek, so Bistek Tagalog, but we call it beef steak as well. So I don't know why it's Bistek Tagalog. Probably it originates in Tagalog province region. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, can't wait to show you guys. It's very delicious and it's quick and easy as well. It's so easy to cook and would be beautiful, and your family for sure gonna love it. Okay, so I can't wait to show you guys. Let's get into the kitchen then. Welcome back, guys. So now we're gonna start preparing our beef steak or Bistek Tagalog. So we have our beef steak here, so it's already been cut in thinly sliced. So we're gonna be adding our pepper. So this is a ground black pepper, so we'll just add it and spread it on all of our beef. Okay, so just put a good generous amount of it, and then we're gonna be adding our soy sauce. So we also have the lemon juice, but we're gonna be adding our soy sauce first. So spread it on all of the meat. So done. Now we're gonna be adding our lemon juice. Okay, so lemon juice, it has to be at least 5 to 6 tablespoons. So if half lemon juice is not enough, you can do or use more than that. You can use whole lemon fruit, or yeah. So when you squeeze it, you can do 5 to 6 or 7 tablespoon. So because soy sauce is salty, okay, so you want to make it balanced, so it would give us a fresh flavor. All right, so we now be mixing the meat. Make sure all the sauce, it will be covered with the sauce and all of that spices. All right, so we will then marinate this for 1 hour. It's best to marinate this for overnight. However, we don't have that enough time, so because I wanted to show you guys how to do this, how to marinate this. So yeah, so just keep mixing. Make sure that all the meat has been soaked in the sauce, and make sure that it's been soaked and covered by the sauce. And then we will then gonna marinate it in order for it to get marinated properly and to absorb all those beautiful flavor from the soy sauce, lemon juice, and ground black pepper. Alright, so after mixing this, we're just gonna put a glad drop, and then we're gonna be putting it in the freezer or fridge. Sorry, we're gonna be putting it in the fridge and then to marinate it for 1 hour. Okay, so like I said, it's always best to marinate it overnight, but if you don't have that enough time to 1 hour would be good as well, just so it will soak up all those beautiful flavors, so that when you cook it, then all the flavors would remain in the meat and it will be beautiful and flavorsome to eat. Okay, all right. So guys, let's start cooking. Alright, so first we're gonna put and heat up our cooking oil. Okay, so we'll just pour it on our pan, and we want to make sure that it covers the whole surface of the pan. Okay, alright. Then once the pan is and the oil is hot enough, we will then pan fry half of our onions. Okay, Alright, so we will now pan fry half of our onions. Okay, so I basically use red and white onions for this one, but it's optional, guys. You can use only white onions or only red onions, it doesn't matter. It would taste beautiful as it is. Okay, so let's just pan fry half of the onions, and we will then, once it's done, we will put it aside for later. Okay, so we're just gonna keep mixing and frying them until it will be half cooked. Okay, all right. Alright, so next step is to pan fry the marinated beef. So make sure to separate the marinated beef from the sauce, guys, as we will still use the sauce afterwards, okay? Alright, so we will just gonna add more oil to use for our pan frying, okay? We want to make sure it covers the whole surface of the pan as well, like what we did earlier. Now we will pan fry the beef one side down for a couple of minutes, then do the same on the other side until it is cooked and tender. Okay, guys? So let's just put them all in the pan. As you can see, it is now pan frying and drizzling. Smells delicious already, guys, because of the marinated sauce that's soaked on the beef itself, on the meat. Okay, I'm salivating now, guys. It smells delicious. All right, we're just gonna keep transferring them to the pan and pan frying them until it cooks. Alright, until it turns brown and fully it's fully cooked and tender. Okay, we will now add the rest of the other remaining remaining meat, and try to fit it in on the pan and let it cooking. Okay, and then we will slowly flip them over so it will cook the other half of the meat. So once both sides are brown and you think it's not yet fully cooked and it's not yet tender, you can just start mixing them. As long as both sides have already been pan fried and they already turned brown, so that means that the remaining process is to let it cook. So mix them that way, make sure that it's all it will be cooked evenly, then and then set it to be cooking on the pan and let it cook for a couple more minutes, okay? Alright, so now we're gonna try and saute it. The longer you cook it, guys, the tender it will get, and also the flavor will come out. Okay, so it smells delicious now, guys, and the oil is coming out from the meat now. Okay, so yeah, we're just gonna try and test, and I think it's still a little bit tough, so we wanna cook it a little bit longer, and then we will try and check if it's tender already. Okay, it looks beautiful now, guys. I can't wait for this to finish. Smells so good. I'm excited to taste it later on. Okay, let's just keep it cooking. All right, remember, guys, whenever you marinate a meat, it also helps to tenderize the meat itself. So as you would notice, if you compare a meat, frying them or cooking them without marinating it, it will take time for you to cook it because it's not tender. But if you marinate the meat and before pan frying it or sauteing it, you would notice that it is tender already. It would help, marinating would definitely help to tenderize the meat, any type of meat. Okay, so that is a good technique as well if you want your your meat not only flavorsome but also to be tender. You marinating is a good technique and step to do so if you want a tender meat. Okay, alright, so we're just gonna try and remove this from the heat now, so that we can proceed with our next step. Okay, so it is tender now, guys. We've checked it earlier, and now it's time to remove it from the heat. It smells so good and it looks delicious already. So let's just remove it from the oil now. Okay, now we will saute the garlic and remaining raw onions until the onion softens. Okay, sorry guys, I totally forgot to add the garlic at this stage, and but I put it afterwards, so you will notice on this video that I only added the onions, but I managed to add it afterwards, so the flavor is still there. Okay, then we will now pour the remaining marinade sauce to the pan. You can also add water if you want your beef steak to have sauce, but I decided not to add water and just stick with the flavor and sauce that it's already have. Alright, so we're just gonna try and mix this, and we will let this simmer for a couple of minutes. Then we will add our beef, and we will cover and simmer until meat is tender. Alright guys, we will now add our beef. Okay, we'll stir fry this along with the sauce. Mix it well, And then once we're done sauteing it with the sauce, we will then cover it. Okay, so it's up to you guys. If you want it a little bit saucy, you can add 1 cup of water, but I decided to make it a little bit dry this time, so I just want to stick with the flavor and the sauce that comes with it. Okay, it will soak on the meat, so later on it will just gonna be a little bit of oil in the meat itself. So I think I want it to be like that for today's beef steak. Okay, so we're now gonna cover it with a lid, have it to simmer for a couple of minutes, and then check again if the meat is fully tender, and then we will season it with ground black pepper and salt before we start serving it. Okay, all right, at this stage, this is the part where we can add ground black pepper now, guys, and salt if needed. I didn't have to add any more of that because it's already perfectly flavored and seasoned. So all I have to do now is just to top it up with our pan fried onions. Okay, all right, so we're just gonna top it up with our onions and mix it along with it. And yeah, if you wanted half cooked and more crunchy onions, you can even add more, white onions or red onions, and just completely half cook it, and then just top it up to decorate your your end result of your cooking, just like what I did to this one. You will see it later on once I plated it. Okay, all right, it's so delicious, guys. So just gonna mix it well, and it's almost tasting time. Okay, looks beautiful, smells delicious, so we're gonna try it soon. So guys, this is the outcome finished products of our beef steak. Okay, so we're gonna try. The meat are tender now, guys, so we're gonna try it now. Let me just grab piece of the meat. Smelling so good, guys. Just the smell is already delicious. All right, let me just pick up a little bit piece of it to try. This is so delicious, smelling so delicious. I'm just trying now. Yum, yummy, it's delicious, guys. Oh my gosh, you should try this at home, guys. It's so delicious, it's so yummy. Hi guys, welcome back, and thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for watching, for cooking with me, and yeah, hope you like today's recipe. So it's beef steak, but we call it Bistek Tagalog in the Philippines. So it's very delicious, it's beef, and it's very, very easy to make as well. Okay, so just few corrections earlier. I forgot to put the garlic as well. I just put in the onion, but I put it on the latter part. Okay, so yeah, so basically you marinate it with soy sauce, pepper, and lemon juice. Then marinate it for at least 1 hour. Then saute, half cook the first onion rings, and then set it aside. Then start pan frying your beef back in the other part. Once you've done that, saute the half of the onion and the garlic as well, and then put in the sauce from the marinated, and then saute it, and then add the beef. Okay, so and then cover it until it simmer. You can also add a little bit of water if you want juice, but I thought I'd just keep it as the soy sauce. I like it like that. And then yeah, and then once you know it's already tender, well, this beef is already tender, so I didn't have to add more, cook it longer or add more water, or I didn't have to add water in it. I just happy to just
keep the sauce, you know, leave it with the sauce, and then let it simmer, and then yeah, that's done, because the meat is soft anyway, and it's very delicious, guys. It's like savory. It's like the soy flavor with lemony and pepper and the beautiful onion. Yeah, it's just delicious. So yeah, so please do try this at home, guys. It's really delicious, and I know you and your family will gonna love it. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in, and don't forget to watch all the rest of my other videos. And yeah, I'll be posting more on other cooking videos and makeup tutorials and everything. So please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Okay, for any comments, just drop a comment below if you want me to cook something else, or if there's any request you want. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Have a good day, and see you in my next video.